a lack of listeners, and listeners with a lack of logic, because every Bob Burton bill burning as a chronic, but Bob be my best buddy, but Bud is really burning holes in my noggin. Oh my God, it's toxic. Talk about bad for your brain. It's like these Catholic and Christian depictions of lies on television talking about the Muslim religion. Well, I say fuck these religious customs, because where I come from, Father Martin pushing Aston Martin when my church is starving. See, he's on the rise, selling God's name for enterprise. We're down here drinking Red Bull to energize, plus we're getting our fast food supersized, but that's all toxic. Why? Because fat-ass America don't fucking exercise. See, we're killing them.
That's fucking definitely true.
Global storms are tragic. We gotta stop it. Stop flipping fragile lives for fossil fuels that fund the fastest foundation fucking over forgotten fathers fighting for the price of freedom.
Yeah, buddy.
Because the price to pay is preposterous. I'm sick of playing in my pockets for nonsense. It's nonsense. This nonsense of oil deficit, these lies are toxic.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
This is another tax. It's a tax that's designed.
So who are you guys with?
Me?
You with him?
Oh no.
So don't ask me why. My best friend's doing time for nickels and dimes, but rapists are running rampant through our laundry hampers. Stripping our babies of their pampers while stars are being pampered. I don't understand it, goddamn. So if you ask me what's toxic in this world, Dave, I'm going to tell you it's this war against the world that we can't win. Sitting here separated, fighting for nothing. When we could come here together at the Bearnie Sanders 2K16 rally and come together and do something and create a change. But until then, we'll continue to inhale the world's asbestos as long as our feeble chests let us. Just want you to do me a favor. Don't take such a deep breath. Because as far as I can see, we're just breathing in toxic. Dave.
What's up, man? That was good, man. What's up, man? What's your name, man?
I'm Matt, man.
Matt, I'm Jody.
Jody, Matt Van Sol,
Jody.
man.
That's good, man. What is this type of art you do? Spoken word?
Yeah. Oh, I'm an artist, man. I'm on tour with the Dean's List. This is filming right now?
Yes, I am.
Dean's List Year 4 tour. We missed the show at Howard University today to come here. Because that's more important. Because if you're doing it because it's about you, then you fucked up. Don't be out here trying to influence people for your gain. You influence people for the people's gain. You feel me?
Okay, yeah. It's good.
There needs to be more voices, man. Just people who actually care.
So I'm just curious. What got you involved in Bearnie? Why'd you vote for Bearnie?
I mean, we're just like-minded. I've been trying to. Like, I'm Jewish. I'm from New York.
Yeah. I mean, that's something you got in common.
Like, and I'm from a hard-working family. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a single-parent household. You know what I'm saying? I'm living uptown right now, just go on the grind. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it, but I'm trying to do something that's more important than myself, so that we can create change in our community, because the shit's fucked up. I teach in East Harlem after school.
What do you teach?
I teach dream chasing, spoken word, music, how to believe in yourself. And it's like these kids don't have no leaders, like musical influence. Poor minds are leading the youth inside these communities that the people that are deciding decisions don't live in.
What do you consider the poor minds? Like drug dealers?
No, the poor-minded. No, I'm talking about the poor-minded, the people in charge.
People in charge?
They might be wealthy, but they're poor-minded because they don't see the benefit of making the entire system work. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that if they got people smarter, they got people.
Oh shit! Can you guys come with me?
Yeah, sure.
I'm following you. With you guys, my girlfriend's by you.
All right.
Between the second and third tower, that's where we're going on that line, and you'll be on the way.
Yes. Yeah, because.
So what do you think? Do you think that just because they get people more aware of the corruption that's going on, do you think that's why they don't want to teach people? They want to keep them ignorant and just voting on emotions?
I think fear is a big motivator, right?
It is.
Keep the people scared. That's why our timelines, all this shit, like, all right, so I'm white, and you know what a big important thing is? White privilege. And it's important for white people to recognize it and understand it. Because once that happens, then we can have a conversation and understand that this racial divide is really like, all right, so in America, it's not about race as much as it's about class. But class and race are just associated together. And I'm speaking from scholarship. I'm a graduate of New York University, 2011, gender and communications major, proud feminist. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the media is what creates all of this division that's happening in our timelines. Is flooded with nothing but negativity. So that's why I'm boycotting World Star Hip Hop. If you like this video, boycott World Star Hip Hop. Fuck that shit. They're just ignorant. No more of that, yo. Because you have these white people that never seen a black person in their life in Middle America seeing this all the time. So what does that become when they come and visit New York for the first time? They're like, oh shit, or something. You know, it creates racism that's not. It creates thoughts that's not even there. You know what I'm saying? Because of what the media shows. You feel me?
Do you think they show it because it gets more viewers? Like
because
they want to show.
Create a division, right? It's like why is it so hard to get to the Upper East Side? Because they made it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because they want it to be hard to get to the Upper East Side. You know what I'm saying? So not everybody can come to the Upper East Side. The West Side's got every train. You feel me? It's like why I can only take the Green Line to get there. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it works the same way. So you want to keep people in fear, you want to keep them divided. Because they're very wealthy, but that's what this country's built on. This country's not built on to be like, hey, yo, we're just gonna help everybody, right? That's not what this country's for. This country's for, yo, no, you gotta do it on your own. Me, I'm busting my ass, yo, every way possible to get it. Like, no, you know, you can't expect no handouts for nothing. Just gotta go and grab it.
Yeah.
Gotta get up, gotta grab it, gotta put the blunt on, gotta focus. You know, sometimes you just gotta put it down and focus, feel me? And like, it's up to you. This country means it's up to you to make it work. But there's advantages, right? I have advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just based on my skin color alone, that I didn't ask for. It just happens this way.
I mean, you do have an advantage for that.
And people don't, and other white people don't realize that. They really don't think that there's this invisible privilege.
Okay.
Right? Because I have conversations and I'm in these spaces, right? Now, but there's a lot of other white people that understand that there's this white people, because I'm telling you, that's the main difference. Because you have the normative, right?
Is a perception, like, do you think it's like they perceive you as like just because you're white, they perceive you as someone that's not a criminal, like someone that's well spoken?
Right, absolutely, because I definitely live in a
so
it's
it's just a general stereotype of how people see each other.
What's that?
It's just how like people stereotype each other. Like I said, you're white.
Man, absolutely, and that's unfortunate, and that's because of the media's construction. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a media construction. That's not our fault. That's nobody's fault.
Do you think?
That's what we're conditioned to believe. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's just a unilateral media construction, or is it like a feedback loop? Like,
well, it starts with way back. I mean, it's before. Look, this country's foundation was built on racism, so it's like going to be really hard to get rid of it, right? Right. And it's like, and now with like. With the power of the internet, like everybody has a voice. So now like, people from hate groups are coming out. When you start having hate groups on the internet, it's just like, man, it just creates tension for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because you have someone who's thinking one way, just assume that they're thinking the other way because of what they're perceived as. Because of like people, I know, people will start whatever you look like. People are just gonna pick you out and pin you out before they talk to you and be like, oh, this person's like that. Because you have no idea about that person. But that's unfortunate only in America that this exists. I don't know if it's only in America because I haven't been to many other.
I'm from a different country. I mean, there's racism against white people in other country, and there's privileges against white people in a different country. Like,
right.
Like they stereotype you.
Right. If you're not the dominant, right? So like.
If you're not in power, like it's stereotypes. If they perceive you a certain way, they can treat you a certain way.
Exactly. So it's a power thing, and that's a great point. That's a great point to. Like how it's really about class more than it's about race, right? But class often gets mistaken and associated with race because it's really about money at the end of the day.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And perception. So I don't know, man. That's why all I can say is all I can do in the world is try to do the right thing and try to pass on the right thing to the next person and pay it forward every chance I get. And that's all I ask.
Actually, I'm just curious, like as far as hate groups go, like on the internet, like do you think they have a right to speak their minds?
I mean, I'm just not for hate at all.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm an all love kind of guy.
I mean, do you think just if they got a place to vent, like let's say if they don't have a place to vent, they're gonna get insular and
they God gave them a voice, you know what I'm saying? So they gotta use it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because I always believed in removing myself from the situation because that person was conditioned. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
They were conditioned that way from birth to believe this. You know, just like you would have, like, I don't know, maybe like my grandma's friend who thinks like every Muslim is a terrorist, right?
Okay.
And all Muslims are bad, right? She's conditioned that way, to believe that way. There's no changing her thought. You know what I'm saying? Because of how long you're sitting in front of that box that's teaching you this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. Okay, I'm programmed now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you can't have conversations with certain people. You try, but like, it's gonna take time until that's why I'm all for it. I think you should be allowed to date a person of your same race.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, if people want to do that, they could do that.
What's your name, man?
A word for the hate groups.
Yeah.
Mothers always say, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
I mean, people gotta vent though. You know, if you want to be an asshole on the internet, like you could just put it on your page, and you just want to be an asshole, and you can look like an asshole though.
My social occupation is asshole. I'm not a hater though.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna, like, let's say if you're a troll, if you're an internet troll, let's say if something that takes someone off real easy, like, oh, let's say if they're black, let's say you're playing Xbox and you play against a black person, you just want to psych them out and you just like use the N-word a lot, like, hey, this N-word and that word, like, you want to psych them out, and that's a way of venting, right?
That is one way of venting, but there are healthier ways to vent. You could get a boxing bag and punch it.
Yeah.
You could write. You don't need to put it on the internet. Just write your mind on paper and pen, with pen, because that's what I do. That's why I consider myself a poet. Mm-hmm. And honestly, the healthy ways to vent don't always have to lead to negativity.
All right. I mean, I'm a strong proponent of free speech. I think like everyone that has something to say, no matter how hateful they are, they should be able to say it, and they should definitely have rebuttals to whatever they got to say.
No matter what you say, you need to think about what you're saying and understand how you would feel if somebody were to say something equivalent against you or whatever you're supporting.
I mean, you definitely take that into account, yeah. But like, even if like, there's a lot of things people might find offensive. Like, let's say that let's say you're a certain race. Like, let's say that you're white. Like, let's say that, I don't think people, like, I think white people getting married is the same, like some people say on the internet. Do you think they feel some type of way? Like, wouldn't they feel some type of way, though?
No matter what, people are going to be offended by something.
That's true. That's definitely true. I agree with you on that.
So in the end, what you got to do is speak your mind in a very calm and in a very non-offensive as you can be. And what you have to do, if you're easily offended, is avoid what you were offended by.
I disagree with you on the fact that people should like step on eggshells to be nice to people. I think that if they want to vent a certain way, they should vent a certain way, and if that person feels offended, they have all the right to be offended, and they have all the right to have a rebuttal. Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, as long as you do it in a non-violent manner, it doesn't matter.
That's true. I believe that your speech ends where you violate the personal space of the other person, when you try to destroy their life. No?
Guys, man, I just want to say peace, yo.
Yeah, nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, yo, what was your name?
Jody.
Jody, you hit me up, yeah?
Actually, hold